Okay, welcome everybody to Offside Bets Fight Weekend. Okay, this is the one. All right. Challenge you to get out there and watch all these fights this weekend, sprinkle some magic dust on your tickets, and get some wins. I'm Adam.
I'm Junior.
Let's go. All right, Junior, we got boxing, we got UFC, we got amateur boxing, we got all this great stuff happening this weekend. For everybody, please like and subscribe. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit those notification buttons. We're going to be all over this stuff. Big weekend for fights, so let's take a quick look here. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Sorry, I'm a little bit forward here. Okay, Ivan Zucco, boxing, Luca Capuano. Okay, these are both undefeated fighters here. Okay, you got minus 334 for Zucco. Junior, break this down for us about these two fighters here. It's looking like Sergio. Capuano's looking like Sergio Ramos. Just like,
he is 100%. Yeah. So obviously Capuano's a bit of the older of the fighter out of the two. Now the reason that you're going to see Zucco at the minus 334, he's got an 83% KO rate, where Capuano's at about 14%. So I'm going to look at Zucco taking it to him. Lots of bobbing and weaving from Capuano, but I think that Zucco's going to get him in the corner, and he's just going to pound on him all day long. So you're going to just give me Zucco, and I'm saying it's going to go about 3 rounds.
Ooh, interesting. So that age is going to catch up to Capuano here a little bit, and just that extra relentlessness and knockout power from Zucco is going to put him over the edge. Third round.
This is a title fight too. So this is the vacant super middleweight in Italy. So Zucco's from Puglia and Capuano's from Piemonte. So it's a bit of a regional battle in the boot. So yeah, give me Zucco still all day long.
Nice, love it. Okay, moving over, Fabio versus Dylan here. Both same age, 27 here. Records look pretty intact. Minus 700 on Turchi. What do you think?
You got to go Turchi here. I mean, the one thing that I'm going to stress, I love the sweet science of boxing. Love it. I love
such a nice dance, right?
Yes, but it's a gentleman's sport. What drives me nuts is that if I go to find a guy's weight or his reach, it's not out there. So all these governing bodies of boxing, sorry to rant here, but all these governing boxing,
rant away.
It's get your heads together, get a database where you
get into wall measuring tape, right?
Yeah, like if you've measured him and he's weighed in, you should know how much he weighs and what his reach is, and you should have it listed. Get a depository where you dump all this data in, so fight fans can go find it without having to, sit and spend hours upon hours trying to find simple information. Dinosaurs.
Take a page out of UFC's book. They give us the data.
You get the tail of the tape. They give you the card. They give you all the information, strike rates, everything. UFC, Dana, you're doing it right. Boxing, get your heads out of the ice age and just get this sport where it needs to be. Just get it back to
bring boxing back, guys.
Yeah,
bring it back.
Anyway, so they're both 27. Turchi's got a bit more mileage on the body, but he's also 18-1. He's a big boy. I don't know what Bregeon's reach is, so I can't tell you if he's going to be able to get inside, beyond that 70-inch range of Turchi. Yep. I like the reach. I like the size. So give me Turchi here. And I say that this is probably going to go. I mean, Bregeon looks like he's a little scrappy, but give me Turchi knockout in the 5th.
Okay. All right. Okay, we got Andrade versus Williams here, 33-29. Andrade is undefeated.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of height and a bit of reach on him. Minus 300. Who you riding here?
For me, now Andrade has been pondering retirement for quite some time now because he just wasn't getting any big fights. Liam Williams is that big fight. The man from Wales is looking to become the 13th crowned champ from his isle. And I really think he's going to do it. I think he's going to get in that reach. He's got a decent reach himself, But I just think that the hype, the vigor, the piss and vinegar that Liam Williams has is gonna. It's probably gonna go long. This might be a distance fight, but Andrade doesn't have a huge knockout rate. Liam, he's got a pretty decent knockout rate, so I'm thinking these guys are going to do some punishing on each other, but it's going to go deep. So I'll take Williams on the unanimous decision.
Oh, okay. It's a nice ticket. Okay, Romanov, Espino, 31, and then Espino's 40. We got Alexander here with the undefeated record. He's got a little bit of a shorter reach, and then he's just a little shorter in general. Minus 150 on Romanov. Who do you like in this matchup?
I got
9 years is a big.
It is. It's a big difference. But you're talking about a guy that's got an 80-inch reach. That's 5 inches.
He's got that long arm of the law for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, Romanov's going to have to get inside big time just to get those strikes in.
Yeah.
But I think that age, you get Espino to the ground, that 80-inch reach is null and void. So I'm going to take the youth of Romanov.
Okay.
These are some big boys. I think this is probably going to go the distance. But give me Romanov.
Okay. Okay, Pena, Munoz. Looking at these two guys matching up, we got Pena at minus 150 on this. He's got that height advantage. He's got that reach advantage. How do you think this is going to play out?
Pena is wiry.
I mean, just look at him in this photo, right?
He's wiry. If he's going to get him to the ground and you're going to get that wrestling, bit of that jiu-jitsu, I think Pena, I just see a tough time for Munoz coming in on this. Looks a little bit like Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtle movies back.
Yeah, a little bit, eh?
But give me Pena at the minus 150.
Okay, lovely. Let's keep it rocking here. Okay, Arlovski and Sherman matching up. Arlovski 42, 30 and 20. I mean, this guy's he's been around the block to say he's been around the block to say the least. 10 years age difference here. And Sherman's got a bit of the reach advantage and height advantage here. How do you think these two match up? And Arlovski at 138 on the favored side.
I'm going to take the upside here and go with Sherman. I think that the youth and the weight, if you're getting them down at the ground to get into some wrestling, I think that weight's going to be a big plus for Sherman. Just when he's trying to get those leverage down on Arlovski, but
lean on him, tire him out, right?
Arlovski is a wily vet. I mean, if he wasn't still hitting people and hurting people, he wouldn't be fighting at 42. So, this is definitely going to go to the distance. And I'm thinking that Sherman's going to pull this out in the end.
Okay, Whittaker, Gastelum, age 30, both of them. Pretty similar. The tail of the tape here looks pretty clean. You got Whittaker here, favored at minus 275. Who are you going to ride with here?
This is kind of a reclamation project for Gastelum coming back. I just think the height, and the reach, Whittaker is a striker. He's going to put some hurt in you, and at 275, it's tough to ride it. But I don't really have much of a choice here, so I'm going to take Whittaker. And let's say it's a third round submission by rear naked choke.
Oh, okay. All right, I like that. I would love to see that happen in this fight. I would definitely entertain. Okay, look, this is the big fight. This is the one everybody's talking about. I mean, it's crazy that everybody's talking about this fight.
Yeah.
But Jake Paul, YouTuber, 24, 2-0, knocked out Nate Robinson in his last fight, 5'10", 76-inch reach, and he's got 19 pounds on Ben Askren. Okay, he does have some power. He does have that. He does have some power behind him for sure. Ben Askren, UFC fighter, boxing, Jake Paul, 36, so big age gap here. 5'10", so same height, and then 72-inch reach, 170. Okay, so he's got that lower. we got Jake Paul. I mean, these guys, YouTubers, these guys are riding Jake Paul at minus 200.
Big time.
What do you think about this fight? Because this is the fight that everybody's talking about right now.
Now, before I make my pick, let's look at things. Okay. Now, Jake Paul has been trying to get into this game for quite some time now, and I'll give him nothing but respect for how he's done it. Calling out McGregor, calling out Danis, calling these guys out, not necessarily to fight them, but to shake the tree. So the tree's been shook, and Askren's falled out, and Askren's all about this now. Now, the one thing you have to look at with Askren is he's got 22 professional fights behind him. Regardless if it's UFC, regardless if he's more of a wrestler, regardless of that, the guy's taken some punishment from guys who are professional fighters, who are professional strikers. Now, Jake Paul's 2-0. He fought a retired basketball player and social media guy.
Quite a different weight in that matchup too.
Yeah, I think I would have knocked out Nate Robinson and whoever that first fight was, and it would have been a lot quicker. And I haven't been training. Like literally, I could jump out of my sneakers barefoot into the boxing ring and probably done that. But regardless, I'll give the guy respect because he's putting his mouth on the line, he's putting his ass on the line, he's putting his money on the line to make this stuff happen. So I give him a lot of respect for that. But Ben Askren's got power, and he's got that fighter's mentality. He's been boxing, he's been fighting, he's been in MMA. He's 36 years old. He probably started doing this when he was 18. Jake Paul, maybe you were fighting your brothers back then, but this guy's been in the game.
Yeah,
and this might.
And he knows how to get hit. He knows how to get.
Yeah,
hit.
He can take it.
Right.
Jake Paul hasn't been hit that much.
No. He's not a warrior.
No. Well, I'm not saying he's not a warrior, but this is going to show his mettle. This is going to test his mettle to see if he can box and if he can stick in there.
Let's see.
Because I think that it may have been the wrong fight to take for him.
For Jake Paul.
Yeah. And
this might not have been the leaf that he wanted to come out of that tree, right?
No.
Let's all be reminded that his open workout today, or when this is filmed, anyways, this guy was out there doing yoga with his team while Ben Askren was hitting the mitts.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The flexibility is good for Paul because he's carrying around almost 20 pounds more than Askren is.
Okay, sure.
But again, the one thing that you have to understand about boxing is the number one rule in boxing is road work. It's not just hitting the mitts, it's the road work. This guy's probably got 18 years of road work in, where you're running 5-10 clicks a day and then hitting the mitts and then running another 5K. It's the ability to dance around the ring and stay focused, take the hits, deal out the punishment. I'm not saying Jake Paul can't be a boxer. It's just, you just started, buddy. Like, you're doing well so far. You fought a couple of nobodies. You got the wins under your belt, which is great. And you're doing what you got to do to get your name out there in the game. And I'm happy for you. You're doing.
These guys are not boxers at the end of the day.
No, they're not. They're not.
Right? These are not. He's not beating people who are boxing.
No. For
a profession in boxing matches.
No.
Let's just remember that. Dana White's also, just for a record, Dana White has $1 million on Ben Askren apparently on this fight. And
if
anybody knows Dana, if anybody knows Ben, is Dana.
Yeah.
Dana knows what he's capable of.
So I will be placing not $1 million wager, but I will be placing a wager sizable on Ben Askren. Just for the simple reasons that I just walked you through. I think Jake Paul, if you want to box, do it, but don't do it this way. Like, literally go fight boxers. Guys who are low ranked, get a sanctioned fight, get yourself sanctioned and go that route. It's not easy, man. You talk to any of the guys that are up there, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. It's very tough to get to the top. It takes a lot of work, not a couple of years or a couple of months. Like, it takes a lot of time.
At 24, you need to already be working your way towards those belt fights, those title fights. You need to be on your way and have many, many years of experience at footwork and road work and all these other things, right?
Yeah. But, hey, the great thing about life is when you want to do something, and there are those who don't do it and just think about it. Then there are those who just go out and fucking do it. And
Yeah.
that's why I'll give Jake Paul nothing but mad respect for what he's doing, because he's talking the talk and he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's not just shaking the tree and walking away. This guy's showing up at people's houses and drenching them in wet toilet paper. Like he's trying to get like. I like that. I really do like that. But if you're really serious about boxing, get yourself a manager, get yourself a promoter, get yourself sanctioned and fight. You can use your mouth to, take the years that you should have been in it and use your mouth to talk yourself into those fights. Because, dude, you're a YouTuber, have a huge following. You
can get those promotions. That's self-promotion, right? He can line up these fighters and move up the food chain a lot quicker than anybody else.
Super quick.
Right. This is primed to be one of the biggest, like, pay-per-view fights.
Yeah.
Or money fights of the year easily.
Yeah. And Jake Paul, to be honest, he's filling a void because the big guys aren't fighting right now. Tyson Fury's not fighting. Joshua's not fighting. Canelo's not fighting.
Yeah.
Gennady Golovkin, his last match is getting torn apart right now. So, he's filling a void, and I hope he makes big bank off this fight and off the pay-per-view. And then keep going, man. Just use your mouth to get yourself into the fights you need to get yourself into. And who knows? Maybe you end up getting a title shot. You never know.
Hey, look, but Jake's saying second round, Ben Askren saying seventh round. So I think Ben's strategy is going to be here to try to wear
him down,
Jake down. Road work wide. He doesn't have that that quickness that Jake's going to have. I mean, we're talking about 12 years here. This is good. There's a generation of difference here.
That 12-year age difference,
huge. Another thing to consider too is Jake Paul's bodyguard recently just passed. Is that emotion weighing on him? Is that going to bode well for him in a positive way or a negative way, right? We just don't know.
Yeah.
But it's an 8-round fight, 10-ounce gloves. I think it's 3-minute rounds. I'm not sure on that. I think it is 3-minute rounds though. I just wonder. I just wonder if Ben Askren's here for a payday, which I'm sure he is, of course. Yeah. But I really hope that he brings it, and I'm gonna ride Askren in this fight. I think it's gonna go. To decision. Like it's gonna go to the card.
Yeah, I mean it can. Askren can just wait on him. 3-minute rounds. I mean, when you're running around the ring and you're taking shots and you're trying to throw shots, 3 minutes is a long time. And if you're gonna do that 8 times, think about the wear and tear on your body. That's right. That's why road work is so important. You look at Conor when he fought, Money Mayweather. He was gassed. He was gassed so quick because he's used to these quick rounds where you're on the ground and you've got a lot of time to kind of gather your strength. And Mayweather just danced around the ring. And I think Askren's going to do a little bit of that. Take a page out of Mayweather's book. Just toy with him. Maybe give him a shot here or there. And then, But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, Ben Askren for me, he's battle tested, and that's why I'm going to ride him. Where's your money going here?
Askren.
Okay. Any round?
I'll say 6th.
Okay. Let's see if he's got it. I think that's the only way that he's going to win this fight. Okay, awesome. So that was a fight. That was our fight night on Offside Bets. I want to thank you guys for joining. Please like, comment, subscribe. Find us on IG. We're looking to do a lot more of these fight nights as these kind of stars align for these fight. We know Conor Poirier 3 is coming, so we'll definitely be talking about that.
Diaz, we've got some good UFC coming up in May too.
There's lots of great stuff coming up on the fight cards. So I hope boxing kind of catches up a little bit and gets those matchups that we're looking for, because we need them, and more importantly, boxing needs them. Because they're losing fans fast without these right fights. Cut the politics with the boxing stuff. Let's get the right fighters in the right position, and let's give the people what they want, which is an entertaining 12 rounds.
You know how you fix it? I'll give you the easiest way to fix it.
Let's hear it.
Dana does it the right way. If you get challenged to a fight, you fight.
That's it.
You can't hide over in Europe with the belts like the Klitschko's did. If you get called out, you get called out and you fight.
Let's go.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if the belt's on the line, the belt's on the line. You can choose even if you want the belt on the line or not. But you got to fight.
Let's see the fight. Yeah, let's see the fight. If
someone calls you out, get on a plane, show up wherever you need to show up, and fight.
At the end of the day, don't worry about that, 0. It's okay to lose. Come to the table and give the people what they want in terms of entertainment. Please, boxing, we're begging you, we implore you. Please give us what we want in terms of boxing. Boxing has been dead for many years now. We want it back.
1 belt per weight division.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
You can't have 5 belts.
No, 1 belt. No unification and all these other little belts. You get 1 belt. And
let's go.
You do that, guys are going to stop hiding and they're going to have to fight. So, very simple.
Let's go. That's what we want to see. Okay, look, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Let us know what you want to hear from us. Find us on IG. We're trying to post a lot on there right now. Hit us on bets. Hit us on Offside and Out of Bounds. Check out Forgotten Ones. We'll be back, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with more bets. Check out our bets, our Offside bets, and our Offside 5 for this weekend as well for baseball, EPL, basketball. We got some hockey sprinkled up in there. And some pretty good parlays, a $17,000 parlay for $10. So check that out. Want to thank you for joining. I'm Adam.
I'm Junior. See you real.